of people behaving badly, Stanley Roberts gets a first-hand look at how police are planning a bike crackdown.
Some people may find this hard to believe, but bicyclists are required to follow the same rules as automobile drivers. Just like you should never drive your car on the sidewalk, the same rule applies for bike riders. But apparently, many bike riders never got that memo when it comes to that rule, because I found rider after rider after rider riding bikes on the sidewalk. Police say there have been a few elderly people injured in collisions with bikes. So now the San Francisco Police Department and the Bicycle Coalition will begin a crackdown on bad bike behaviors, starting by handing out these informational flyers, warning riders to stay off the sidewalks, always yield to pedestrians, and never ride against traffic. I spoke to a few bike messengers, including this guy named Rick, also known as Chief. Chief says he's been riding in San Francisco for the last 28 years and says there has been a love-hate relationship with the police and bike riders in the city. Although most riders are aware of the rules of the road, some claim drivers force them to use a sidewalk.
Sometimes we are afraid to be out in those streets because you've got people multitasking. They're texting, putting on their makeup, looking at their computer. It's dangerous out there.
According to one old-time bicyclist, this is not the first time the police have cracked down on bike riders. Bike messengers tell me that back in the 90s, all bike riders were required to wear many license plates, following a series of bike-related incidents. They were almost right. The Metropolitan Transit Authority tells me that while the license plate idea was discussed, it was never enacted. For the record, the second phase of the crackdown will include warning tickets. Then actual fines will be the final chapter. So don't say we didn't warn you. In San Francisco, Stanley Roberts, KRON 4 News.
The only people, by the way, legally allowed to ride bikes on sidewalks are children up to 16 years old.